The revolution will not be televised.
Oh yes, it will.
It will be broadcast on Facebook.
Facebook Live and
Facebook Live.
YouTube. They is recording everything, brother.
Facebook Live and YouTube.
As soon as they get a chance, they picking up the phones, man.
The Daniel Hernandez dude snitch on everybody, snitch on. Then
hey, you know what's funny about that shit though? Now it's almost like them gangster, the Bloods and shit. They gotta do something now. What if don't nothing happen to this dude?
They say he going witness protection program.
He got to, but I'm saying, is his family like you putting the Bloods on you putting them on call? Like
he put a whole lot of people on blast, didn't he?
Yeah, but I'm saying if they don't retaliate against homie,
they looking soft.
Yeah, I mean, cause that'll just open up the floodgates for everybody to start snitching. Cause you know what I'm saying, he put everybody on blast. I mean, they got Jim Jones on tape and all that. I'm just like, man,
but you know what though? He's a major informant, dog. They said his driver today. They said his driver testified that he's been an informant for like the last year and a half. So the whole time, before he got locked up, his driver was already an FBI informant.
But see, that's
so they got recording devices in his car. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why he snitched so fast. They had him. They probably had him by the nuts. He probably said, "Oh, 45 years, I can't do it."
He can do it, man. But
my real name's Daniel. He probably said, "My real name's Daniel Hernandez." You know what I'm saying?
It is. But it's funny that when you think of it like that, though, it's like he's snitching on everybody. So everybody, because we perpetrate this gangster lifestyle and this culture. So everybody's part of a gang and shit. And now you got homie snitching on everybody. He's a celebrity snitch. So now we talking about it for real. This is probably like the biggest well-known celebrity snitch shit we ever seen. So if the gangsters that's really claiming this shit really don't retaliate.
But dig this though, how deep are these gangsters? You got to understand, he's not representing the whole Blood Nation. He's representing the Treyway, and he got half of them locked up. So who's going to do something?
But it got to be something. I mean, you still got to have a name. Cause I mean, even though you got everybody locked the fuck up, but it's crazy though, man. But hey, I got a question, man. This is a random ass thought I had, man. This is just something I thought about. How come you never hear about astronauts catching?
You know, when you asked that question the other day, I thought that was a real silly question, dog. You know, it only be like 5 astronauts. You know what I'm saying? Like astronauts. I mean, how could it? But did you see a couple of weeks ago where the lady astronaut was being under investigation for identity theft?
They be some scumbags
from outer space. She is. She I think she had a girlfriend, and they say she did something. She hacked the girl. She did something from outer space, man. They just like cyber outer space crime. Now look it up. It's weird.
Them astronauts be some scumbags though, like
because they people, dog. Yeah. They nothing but people.
So let me ask you this though. Do you think when they go to outer space, they go out there with the intention to get smashed?
Oh my God.
Some of the people go knowing that because you got to think we've already been together. We trained together. Right. Anytime you're working in close proximity with someone, there's always that chance of some type of attraction. So that's not even nothing but a given. You know what I'm saying? Are they doing it? I don't know. But.
Yeah, hell yeah, they doing. They saying the average length of a stay out there deployment is 6 months, dog.
You talking about the International Space Station?
Yeah. So they say.
Well, you know they said that space herpes was me.
Because you know what though, you can't pull out in space. Because if you pull out, it's just gonna float in the space center. So you're gonna have goo everywhere, man.
Hell nah, they ain't walking around in there just floating around all the time, dog. They got the anti-gravity shit.
You think so?
Gravity boots and shit. Yeah, because you know what? The longer that they stay off true gravity, it does something to the body. Yeah, it's a scientific thing. They ain't all day long floating around.
Okay, well, I guess they gotta wait till that anti-gravity is on before they start getting it in. But man, we about to get started with the show. Here we go. man, welcome back to another edition of the Are We Not Men show. It's me, your boy B. As always, I got my man P. And this week we got a special guest, a returning guest. We'd like to welcome Miss Nicole back to the show.
Hello, how you doing today?
All right, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you.
All right, thank you for being the guest. Today, man, we want to talk about our topic today is really about. It was a situation in New York where some young kids got into a brawl over some chick. One kid, well, I guess he wasn't a kid no more. He was 18. I guess that's 18 is an adult, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 18 is an adult. Yeah. So youngin came and shanked the little boy. I guess in the midst of them having a little squabble. I guess it was more than one person. Apparently they came up there to jump the kid, but. I guess all the bystanders stood around recording it, and I guess in the midst of the 18-year-old stabbing the 16-year-old, a lot of people recorded this little young man dying, and then they went, as usual, and posted it to social media. So today we want to really do a show about, okay, Good Samaritan versus Bad Samaritan. Should these kids be charged as an accessory to this crime by just idly standing around watching and recording this dude's death? What say you, my man? Do you think they should be charged with a crime in this situation?
For sure. Every single one of them.
Man.
Everybody that had a camera and didn't do nothing. The people that watched that didn't have their phones out, they get to get away. But everybody that had a camera and a phone and recorded this person dying on the curb and didn't do nothing to help, every one of them need to get charged with something.
All right, what say you, Miss Nicole?
I totally agree. Everybody involved, including those who just stood around, whether they had a camera or not, the fact is they still stood around and watched it happen.
All right, but let me ask, but okay, I get what y'all saying, but say dude is wielding a knife, he's stabbing dude. Are you going to jump in there in the mix while he's stabbing, he's shanking dude?
Nah, but I can press 911 and say
Exactly.
somebody getting murdered on the corner of 15th and 3rd Street and walk away. You know what I'm saying? Walk away just that fast. That's not hard to do. You're telling me nobody had enough decency or humanity to dial 911? It ain't like when we was kids.
No.
They had no phones or nothing like that. Somebody getting jumped and beat down on the curb, that just their ass. You know what I'm saying? But you got a phone and you standing around watching this person get murdered.
But see,
that ain't fair.
You gotta think though. We raised these kids to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, back in the day we didn't have access to a phone. So now, but when you think about the culture we brewing in this country where everything is, you gotta get that video. Video comes first before everything. So when you look at the fact that all that Good Samaritan shit is dead because I got to get this footage so I can upload it to the social media. You know what I'm saying?
And that's cool. And that's why they got laws in place for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. They got laws in not all the states, but some states definitely got their Good Samaritan laws. They definitely give your ass 2-3 years behind that shit.
Yeah. And I mean, what do you think is a fair charge these kids should get?
I think 3 years and they need to do half of it.
I mean, but you talking about involuntary manslaughter?
I'm talking about 3 years, and they need to do at least half of it. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. Each one of them need to get 3 years, and they need to do 18 months. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They need to do 18 months. A real 18 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy though, because you think
that'll make you put that fucking camera down.
Nah, I think we into that time. It's only gonna get worse.
It depends on who you are and where they send you, because half the people ain't built for jail. Even people like me and you that can do it ain't built for jail for real. That's why we never do nothing stupid enough to be locked away for no long ass time.
Absolutely. But you dealing with a different mindset with these youngins. These youngins, they on some different shit, bro. Like
dog, they beating people up and killing people in jail, dog. And recording it. Jail is not where you want to be at any age, especially not doing no hard ass 15 months down somewhere.
But you
better not be down south somewhere. You might be on chain gang somewhere.
See, that might be the solution though. We might need to bring that chain game back. But when you looking
Bring it
at,
back. They still got
I
it.
mean, I'm talking about make that shit like a nationwide thing. Like you just out here, like you saying, like just have them outside banging on rocks, just cracking up rocks. You know what I'm saying?
They look.
Like,
They ain't building shit. They just banging all
just
day
banging
long.
on
Just banging.
rocks. You know, just go get a chisel and a hammer, and you
Just
just beat
bang.
this rock. You beat this
What you
rock till
doing,
you crack
Dave?
it up.
What you building? We ain't building shit. We just
Nothing.
banging on rocks.
We breaking up this rock. You know what I'm saying? So, could you think about it when they was like, when them folks get caught in North Korea, they be giving them like 20 years of hard labor. You know what I'm saying? Whatever
Shit, when
that
them
means.
folks get caught in Saudi Arabia, they be cutting off your hand and shit.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, but when you look at the story, this is as sad as it is, man. I think it's only gonna get worse because these kids they don't know any better. All they know is this is how I get likes. This is how people will see me. You know what I'm saying? This is what people. So the more any gruesome thing or whatever I can put on here to get clicks, that's what I'm gonna do. And who gives a fuck if you dying in front of me? I mean, cause we've seen videos, faces of death back in the day, where you actually seen video footage of people getting killed. But to say, but that was somewhere else.
That
But
was
to
something.
say,
That just was something different. Period.
yeah,
Though that
yeah,
wasn't like us standing
right
around
there,
watching
getting
somebody stab
died.
somebody. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? That's not that.
that wasn't right then and
Rattling
there.
off of something and their head going off, get cut off, and all that old wild crazy stuff. I remember, but it wasn't me and you standing here with a video camera going to watch this other kid stab his kid to death.
Right, right.
That ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the evidence on my phone, B, to tell you the truth. I
So
don't
let
want
me,
them subpoena in my phone talking about what's the evidence. That's what they ain't paying attention
yeah,
to. All you did was made yourself a witness,
that is true. So let me
federal
ask.
witness.
They said this all stemmed from a young lady. Let me ask you, as Miss Nicole, as a mother, uh, if this was your son, how do you feel about that situation? Because this young lady was supposedly messing with the dude, the murderer, or the person that attacked the young dude. I mean, what was the story? I can't.
He was the murderer was her ex boyfriend, and she asked the other 16-year-old to walk her home in order to make him jealous. Now, you asking me if this were my son, somebody needs to not sleep with their eyes closed if it were me. That's plain and simple because, I mean, I have a son, and I've told him, these girls out here will get your ass in trouble.
Right.
And that's exactly what I mean. I was a girl at one time. I didn't play them stupid games because I saw it. But these days, these girls, they out here, they just want the attention. Whatever it is they're lacking at home or in school, wherever, they just do anything for attention. And I tell my son all the time, you need to watch these girls because they will get you in trouble and walk away like they didn't do shit.
Right. And then do you think she should be charged and what level of crime
Absolutely.
should she be charged?
Absolutely. Because this was, to me, it was some sort of premeditation.
Right.
Whether she set the boy up purposely or it happened because of the situation. But
Right.
she was the stimulus to the whole situation.
Right.
Absolutely. She should not walk away scot-free.
Man, but what you said is the problem, man. There's a lot of people out here that are attention-seeking whores right now. We are growing a culture of attention-seeking whores, and until we fix that, we'll continue to see more and more shit like this. But I do think they need to bring the hammer down on this, just so the other kids around the nation will see that. You know, when you standing around watching somebody get beat down, and we're not even getting beat down because people get jumped all the time, but it's a difference between you getting jumped and getting stabbed.
But these kids went to look for this fight because
Right.
apparently he got threats online the day before. And so the kids knew that this was going to happen. So these 50 kids swarmed to this area because they knew it was going to. Why are you out here seeking a fight? You know, because you never know. When that many people, you never know what happened. It
Right.
could have been a gun instead of a knife. And everybody could have got shot because you over here being nosy.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just the way I see it. It's too much. Everybody's seeking attention. They seek it from their parents. Their parents seeking attention. So it's a whole cycle.
It's a cycle. So exactly. So you always going. This shit is not going to end right here because people. If your parents doing shit for likes, all you doing, you
Right.
just going further even more. So what you put on, like, I really do believe that the ones that posted that shit to social media should get a tougher sentence than the ones that just recorded. Cause that just makes, to me, that's some just macabre shit that you want to sit there and watch it.
I gotta play the other side of it because that's what I do.
Right.
When are we going to teach our kids to be smarter?
Right.
At 16 years old, she would have had to trick me into it, dog, because when she told me, I'm not walking with you to make that nut jealous. I know him. That's Jerry with the knife that be kirking and stabbing people. And I'm not about to walk you home for Jerry can jump out and stab me. Plus, he just threatened me last night online. That cyberbullying gets real sometimes. I didn't even go near the bitch. You understand me? Excuse my language for calling it like that.
I understand that too because apparently the dude had a previous assault charge, some vehicular assault charge or some BS like that. So, you know, you're right. You would have been like, oh, no, you used to mess with dude. Nope.
Yeah, you got that nut. You talking about that nut? Oh,
exactly.
no, man. You ain't mess around. Call me later on. Make sure you let me know you got home line.
But say she was the popular girl. Everybody wants to be with the popular
When I was 16, B, I was
you
smart
were
enough. Ain't no way I walked that trail home with that crazy nut.
Running behind you and shit. Yeah, stalking.
Ain't no way. Not at 16?
Nah.
Not at 16.
But see, man.
Well, see, like I tell my son, I'm like, look, you need to pay attention. Watch people first.
Yeah.
This little chick here, she very well might have been the most popular girl. You watch her and see what she does and how she move in the first place before you even say, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Because some stuff you can totally avoid. You, like you said, when you're going to teach your kids to be smarter, that's exactly what I'm trying to do because this type of stuff, the whole thing could have been avoided.
Can be avoided. Can be avoided.
But I think really you have to teach your sons to be a lot more smarter nowadays because they navigating in the world that ain't fair no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at a situation like this, you look at the Me Too shit. It's like a chick only get one chance to fuck up. And when she fuck up that one time, you cut.
All I know, B, is she go with an ex-nut. She's got a nut-ass ex-boyfriend. And I don't want no parts of that situation. And at 16, I need to be smart enough to know better than that. Especially if I ain't built like that. I ain't no gangster type of cat.
Like you
know what I'm saying?
He's 16. And sometimes you...
At 16, this girl, you know what I'm saying? You got Psycho the Nut stalking around the school every other day. Your name is all on your line. Did you walk the girl home?
I can't speak for her. I would not, but I'm always been on some one and done type shit. You mess. I'm not messing with you, but this dude might just been a nice dude. He just was.
Yeah, I feel sorry for his family.
Yeah, I think he was new to the school and the whole area and everything. So
okay, he might not even know she was messing with that nut.
Right, he might not been too deep in it. So he thought maybe she showed him some attention. Oh, I'm gonna walk shorty home, and she set him up. So I think she need to go to jail just as long as everybody else. I think they should get more time. I think this shit had to set a precedent. So you just be like, okay, you saying 3. And do half, I'm saying 5.
How much time did the girl get that told the dude to kill himself?
I forgot. She got some time though. What we talked about that shit. What did she get?
Yeah, because that running along the same lines. It was indirect. Hers was more serious. She actually told him, but he did kill himself as opposed to this girl setting him up to be killed. So it run along the same lines, and her sentence need to be right along the same lines as that girl.
Nah, I think this is more of a voluntary thing, though. Like, she knew this was more premeditated versus...
They both was premeditated.
But that's just... When the other girl was texting, she was like, kill yourself. And
it was premeditated either way.
But this was more hands on in my opinion. So yes,
I think they both was premeditated, and the sentence need to run along the same lines.
yeah, that's fair enough. She need everybody involved to do some time.
She only got like 15 months.
Yeah, there you go.
She got
That's not
15
enough.
months. This girl
15
need to
months.
get at least 15 months, at
Need
least,
to get 3.
because I think the people with the cameras need to get 3 years, and they need to do 15 months, 18 months. You dig what I'm saying? I think the
Okay.
dude that
Let
stabbed
me
him,
ask you,
he
you
need to
think-
do a real life 30 years, and he come home in 19 or 20 years.
You think Shorty need to get more time than the cameraman?
I think they all need to get us around the same amount of time.
No, I think she deserve more. If, like you said, if she knew she messing with a net, why you put Slim in that situation?
Yeah, well, give her some more time.
That's-
I'm
Yeah,
with
I
you.
say give her some
I
more
think they all
time,
need to
man,
go.
because
Stop fucking off. Shit ain't cool, man. You know what I'm saying, man? If that was your son or your
That's
brother
what
or
I'm
somebody,
saying.
man,
Right.
you would hate that.
Yeah,
You would hate that and be mad about that.
yeah, because then it's like, man, you never know. Because I'm like, retaliation is a real thing. You know, like you put my kid out there, then,
Right.
then I might have to catch a manslaughter charge in the heat of the moment. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, it's just it's a sad situation, man. But like you say all the time, man. And what we say on this show all the time, don't be stupid, man. But man, we're about to get to our favorite part of the week, and we call that the PAS moment of the week. And what the PAS stand for, P?
People ain't shit.
Yes, sir. And man, we normally got like a story, but we just gonna continue with the story we got, man. This is a real people ain't shit moment. But like you said, it's a lot of PAS just stuff that's going on in this story. Like you said, man, the parents, we need to do better jobs. I think the parents did a fucked up job with these kids. Number one, if you gonna go fight a dude over a chick, what happened? And we talk about this all the time. What happened to just going with the hands, B? Like, why you gotta go?
Man, that went out with the wop, dog. There ain't never been no just going with the hands. When we
But how
was
long
kids,
ago?
they'd jump you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It'll jump you, or
But you
yeah,
ain't
ain't
getting
never
shanked
been no
and
just
shit.
going with the hands.
But I'm talking about what happened to that though. What happened? You just getting jumped?
See, you'll get shanked too. They was shanking then. Nothing's
but I
new.
ain't-
Only thing that's new is they got cameras.
They got
Everybody's
cameras.
got a
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah.
Only thing that's new.
God
This story
damn.
don't even sound unfamiliar. I'm gonna go even further and compare life to art. 20 years ago, Seinfeld did a show similar to this, where the final episodes of the series was they was out of town and a dude was getting robbed, and they was doing what they normally do, just laughing and joking and clowning, and the police walked right up and locked their ass up. They did a lengthy trial, and that's how the series ends, with them in jail. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just real. You know, they made laws 20 years ago to prevent stuff like this from happening.
You think? Nah.
It's some communities where they don't want that nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they're saying if you can do a reasonable amount of help, they're not saying you're supposed to risk your life. They're saying there's a reasonable amount of help that you're supposed to provide. And if you got a phone, the
If you
reasonable
see
amount is
somebody-
911 and stepped
Yeah.
off.
It's a reasonable amount of assistance you supposed to give a person if their life is in jeopardy. And whatever reasonable means, I don't know. But at a certain
I know
point,
if I got a phone, 911, they're killing this kid out here, it's
Right.
very reasonable.
he bleeding. Oh my God, he bleeding. Somebody call.
Nah,
Somebody
not even that. 911, yeah. I'm on 14th and 3rd Street. They beating this kid to death and stabbing him. Back
Right.
and gone. That's it. You know, you don't even have to answer the phone when they call back. You dig what I'm saying? You did your reasonable part. But to stand there and videotape it while he's stabbed to death is wrong.
And to post that shit online is wrong, in my opinion. I mean, you videotaping a murder, man. Why post it? I mean, like at 16, you know what murder is. You've seen enough.
I don't want that evidence on my phone.
Yeah,
I know that.
for you to post that shit, something wrong with you, man. I think you need to do some real time too, because that's some cold blooded shit, man. To sit there and watch and videotape somebody take their last breaths. I don't know, man. As parents, we got to do a better job, but educating these kids and raising them to be better people, man. Because this right here, like I say all the time, these kids ain't shit, man. It's our fault. And we talk about this all the time. Everybody don't deserve to be a parent, but you can at least try your best. Now, sometimes you win some, you lose some. Every kid ain't gonna come out good, but you can at least say, man, hey, I did the best that I could. In a situation like this, it just lets you know where we headed as a society because people are just out here for footage. Attention.
We ain't headed nowhere. It's the same old shit. They just got cameras now. I'm saying we ain't headed nowhere.
I think we
same old shit. They just got cameras now.
Nah, man. I think we really on the decline right now. I think you're gonna start hearing more.
No, we ain't.
Shit,
yeah, you're gonna hear more because they got cameras. If they didn't have no cameras, it'd be just like back in the day. Just like back in the day. Yeah, I want to know what's going to happen with this police lady that killed that black man in his house.
Oh,
that's you know what I'm saying. She ain't gonna get off. She ain't gonna do the time that we think she deserves, but she gonna get something.
You think so? I think
because they already done stopped them from trying to move the trial and all the little funny stuff they trying to do. She gonna get the lowest of the charges. Is now, what they're gonna do.
Are they doing the joint where like if she don't get convicted of murder, they go to like the lesser charge?
They charging her with different stuff. So like the jury is going to convict her of whatever they think she did. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is.
Now
she gonna hardly get that first degree murder. She can get some old manslaughter or something. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? She might do about 6 months at the most, something like that, but she ain't gonna get totally off.
Yeah, she should get more than 6 months. She don't give 6
I just told you she ain't gonna get what we think she deserves. She should get the full maximum or whatever they charging her.
I don't know though, man. That's Texas. It remains to be seen. I don't know. I'm gonna just say that. I think as much in my heart I wanted to do some time, but it's Texas. I think they might fuck around and acquit her. You know what I'm saying? like
Nah, she gonna do. Her story. See, her story don't even have nothing.
It don't.
So that's why she gonna have to get something, or it's gonna be a blatant travesty of justice, and everybody gonna know what they're gonna ride. But you know what I'm saying? They already ready to ride. The stranger things that happen. But her story is ludicrous, ridiculous. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's real crazy.
And the kicker is, it goes back to what we just said. She didn't provide reasonable assistance because she didn't CPR that man, or you know what I'm saying, try to keep him from dying. Right. She let that man die on his own floor of his own apartment.
But you know what's crazy, man? And what I tell people all the time, dog, it's cold. Like your breezeway of an apartment has to be illuminated. There's no way you can say you didn't have any light inside the apartment when you entered it, because your hallway has to have some type of light. You know what I'm saying? So that
they said all of the places look the same. They said the hallway looked the same, except he knew that. So for his friends to find his door, he had an elaborate door map.
Right.
And that right there should have been a tip off, because she don't have no doormat.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But it's a bunch of stuff to her story that don't even make sense.
Your house is not going to look exactly like my house, even if we
not the house, but we live in an apartment building. Going down the hallway, they all look the same. You know what I'm saying? But I know that I don't have no doormat.
Right. But once you open the door and you enter the apartment, you're gonna notice that this ain't your shit, and you got light somewhere, dog.
She said it was dark in there.
Dog,
I would like to think that you saw that that wasn't your apartment before you killed this man. I want to know how she got in there, B.
Dog, they said he had the door ajar, whatever.
Man, they said them doors don't ajar.
Right.
They said those doors that's going to close.
Yeah, but you had light of some sort, so you ain't gonna tell me you was in total darkness. That's all I'm saying. You saw something.
She saw a silhouette.
Yeah.
Told him to freeze. He didn't freeze, and she murdered him.
Ah, fuck her. Whatever. But she gonna get it. I hope she gets some time. But once again, man, thank you for being a guest on the show, Miss Nicole.
You're welcome.
What you got to say about the dollars thing? What you got, just before we go, what you got to say about that dollars thing?
I hope she gets some time. I mean, her stories sound like a bunch of bull.
Right.
You know, there's different theories going around about what happened or whatever. But like P said, you know, for example, they recorded the doors closing as evidence, you know, that they can't stay ajar.
Right.
You know, you couldn't get in. There's something else that happened. She ain't saying, but
they got the key cards. They got key cards and all type of shit. I think she
Exactly.
had some type of relationship or something with him and just ain't came out yet. Can only really the
I
only thing
think
really make any
she in
sense.
Right.
Texas. She probably was on wanting to kill somebody. So you never know.
Nah, man, none of your own bill. I mean, she's a police. She can find another way to kill somebody, dog. That's murder.
Look,
That don't
man.
even make any
Look.
sense. I think she was
That's the
going with the
whole
dude
point.
and something went wrong. And she used
Maybe.
the whole bogus story to murder that man.
Yeah, maybe. I think she just wanted to kill him. Maybe. I don't know. But
I
man,
bet he was
like I said,
fucking her.
he probably
I bet it's
was.
gonna come out. I bet it's gonna come out he was fucking her.
You think it's gonna come out during the trial?
I
But
don't
then,
know,
if
man.
no, it can't come out because if it
Cause
come
he
out,
dead.
yeah, no, if it comes out, that's gonna seal her fate. If
I
it come
know.
out, he was smashing her, she done.
If he was, all he need is one friend that he told. Hey, you know I'm banging that police bitch downstairs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So we gonna see, bro. We gonna
I
see.
hope.
But once again, man, thank y'all for watching. I mean, as always, we say, man, people ain't shit. You gotta watch who you have around you. Watch, don't move. You gotta move smarter nowadays. Cause like you said, you got the cameras. Everybody watching and they recording. You got the camera, the watchmen, and the cameraman. So you gotta move even more stealth mode nowadays. Cause shit's serious nowadays. So until the next time we see y'all, man, y'all stay good and don't be stupid, man. Protect your neck out here, man. Cause this shit real. Later.